Hello, welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis P. Bevels. The P stands for piranhas. They're next. Orcas, sharks, piranhas are coming.
Piranhas, turns out, I saw a TikTok about this, so it's science. Turns out, they're not as dangerous as we are led to believe. They're not out to get us.
Yeah.
In the way that movies, such as Piranha and such as, makes it seem.
It's like pit bulls.
Pit bulls, the sweetest dogs in
and
the
the smartest.
Not
okay,
really.
you know what? I
Talk
think
to
everyone
JB.
needs to.
JB's not that smart.
I think everyone. Well, JB's mixed with other things.
That's true. She's mixed with dum-dums. She had an opportunity. We thought she was going to go far, but her dad is stupid. We don't know what her dad is.
Oh my God.
I'm assuming it's the dad.
It's Piranha. Gosh, I feel like I haven't been here in 3,000 years. I missed you. As you know, we took last week off, so we are back with a new episode.
We didn't.
Huh?
We didn't take it off. No. I had my husband fill in so that everyone watching could jizz and then tell me about it.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We don't have to put this in. You had Curtis here in my stead?
You texted him and said, will you fill in for me?
I wasn't talking about the show.
You wanted him to fill you in with his
I thought you were opening up.
Okay. You're my best friend. I don't mean this, rude. Please don't take it that way.
Okay.
You think you'd be the first person he'd get in line for?
There would be no line.
That's true!
Wait.
Ever!
Wait! Cell phone, damn it.
No, so we had Curtis here. I do want to say, listen, now, you'll experience this someday, I hope.
I will.
But being the lesser attractive person in a couple, it's hard. It's a blessing and a curse, okay? And so to be the lesser attractive in the couple and then to see everyone, what's the technical term? Pre-cum, as they watch my husband, as they precum, it's really devastating. No, devastating's the wrong word.
Does any part of you feel proud that that's yours?
100%. I feel very proud.
Yeah.
And it does make the sex a little more interesting because I realize
other people want it.
So suddenly I want it again. You know? So it is a beautiful thing.
But also it's really good to see hot people make bad jokes. It kind of brings it back around.
Exactly.
It makes them a little more closer to the ground.
He's a great actor, but the joke telling, it does bring him back down to earth.
Unfortunately,
so we're able to.
That is my taste. That is why I requested a fill-up.
I think it's the way he looks, but yes. No, I appreciate, thank you to everyone for being so nice to him and for following him. And he's so excited about it and it's good, but but we'll take a quick break. He'll be back later. Much later.
Oh, no.
I did enjoy the comments that were acting as if he was the new co-host and we had fired you. People who commented I don't want this. I want Alexis back. Bring her back. And
thank you so much.
Yeah,
you will have to pry this role out of my cold, dead hands.
Well, you're
and out of my cold, dead butt. I will never give up. I will never surrender.
That's not true. You talk about giving up all the time.
Yeah, but on life and job, not on IMHO.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
We're more important than your life.
Thank you.
I've always said that. Can I share with y'all, since it has been a very long time, this happened a while ago, but not since we filmed. This happened... What? This happened after... Sorry. I'm resetting. I looked down here expecting to see Curtis, my new co-host, and instead I saw a science teacher. I apologize.
Okay.
Art.
I feel like I'm art teacher.
Yeah, you're art teacher. I did have a science teacher, Miss Woods. She looked a lot like this, so I think maybe that's why I went there.
Oh, really?
She was really mean. She was also the typing teacher, and if you typed too hard, she yelled at you for breaking the keyboard, which is not a thing.
No, I get that because I was on the phone this morning, actually. I was switching over because the person who moved out, I moved in. I'm taking over a lot of the utilities.
I'm Tabitha, and I'm taking over.
Tabitha takes over the washer-dryer rental. The person I was on the phone with this morning was tapping so loudly. It was 7:30 in the morning, LA time, and I was so annoyed. So I'm on her side, is what I'm saying.
Oh, good. Okay.
I'm on Mrs. Wood's side.
Now, she's dead in my mind.
Well...
No, she's probably fine. I don't know. Okay, so, no.
Are you going to see the Haunted Mansion?
I love Danny DeVito.
I feel the same.
No, Alexis said something the other day that just made me laugh so hard that I haven't stopped thinking about it. It was so funny. So we haven't seen each other in a while, and we were having a phone call conversation as friends do.
Yeah.
And you weren't on the toilet that I know of.
No, I'm a woman of my word.
We were talking for a while, and we had talked about some things, and
oh, yeah.
the conversation was kind of wrapping up, right? It had been really good, and we had conquered some pretty deep subjects, you know?
Yeah.
And...
Because we don't just play friends on TV. We actually are friends.
We're paid to be... Well, I'm paid to be her friend, yeah. So, anyway, so we're about to leave, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And then Alexis goes, Oh my God, I've been meaning to tell you. And I'm thinking she's going to tell me that, like, she's grown a foot or something. Mm-hmm. She only has 1 foot, by the way. I forgot to tell y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, of course. What? And she goes, there's a new level on Granny. And now if you go in the basement, it's just a big spider with her head.
Granny's head.
I've been meaning to tell you.
I needed to update you because the game updated. Now you can go into the double basement and there's a giant spider with Granny's head, and I don't know how to conquer her yet, but I'm trying.
But you said it so earnestly, and with the context of what we've been talking about, I was like, oh my God, here it comes. Like, this is big life-changing news. Granny's a spider.
There's not a whole lot going on for me, right? I'm just working.
But you did make me think, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have this conversation with Alexis. I should have ended the call earlier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to thank you for that. It did make me laugh. It's just so... Oh, I've been meaning to tell you. Granny's a spider. Okay.
I love Granny.
So we're almost done with All Stars.
Yeah.
This is one of the last few episodes.
Uh-huh.
What a bummer.
Oh, so weird. Why are they doing these things? Why?
I agree.
It's so strange.
And it is something we should talk about.
And it does a disservice to the wonderful lesbian guests they had on to be their makeover teammates. It did a disservice because I was like, I guess, but why are y'all here right now? It's such a weird time to have a makeover challenge.
It was all very strange, but I do, since you've touched on it, I do want to say that we here at IMHO, the backbone of IMHO is in fact lesbians.
Lesbianism.
We owe so much lesbians. In fact, we are dressed...
Literally money.
We are dressed as the lesbian flag. I'm the slutty one, and she's just going to teach a life lesson over lunch. You know, we've got both of those because, you know, the bullied kids go to... When you were in high school, were you able to leave the cafeteria and go somewhere? Did you eat anywhere that wasn't...
A lot of times I ate in the choir room.
The cafetorium.
The cafetorium. Thank you. Well, we didn't have a cafetorium.
Damn.
Our cafeteria was next to the theater, so sometimes I would get to go eat in the theater, and sometimes the dressing rooms would be open still. Most of the times they were locked, and I would go eat in there because it was, you know, seats and whatever. Sometimes I would eat in the choir room because if you were like cool enough, they would let you in there. Cool on the choir level.
Right. Which is its own level. It's
one time, me and my friend, I think her name was Catherine. We weren't great friends, but we decided to leave and go to Sonic during lunch because we had like a long...
Sonic, he can really move.
Yeah, but the other kind. They gave us a long lunch. I was like, let's fucking go. We got caught.
Let's fucking go.
We got caught by the golf cart guy, the golf cart security guard coming back in.
The golf cart. You're getting checked out? Think about the golf cart guy?
I was a senior, and we weren't allowed to leave the campus for some reason. So we just left literally to go down the road, got Sonic, came back, and we got caught. And I got a Saturday class, and I saw the piece of mail that they sent your parents a piece of mail back then. I saw it before my mom did. No, that's not what happened.
Those are called paper emails.
I lied to my mom. I said we didn't have email back then.
Great.
I lied to my
paper
mom.
Email
I said I was going to go to IHOP in the morning with my friends on a Saturday. I really had to go to Saturday school. That's how I got punished. And then later after, they sent her a notification in form of mail. And I got in trouble. I used to lie a lot, poorly, and now I don't.
Alexis.
I don't lie anymore.
Oh my God.
Did I unlock a memory?
It reminded me. I've been meaning to tell you. Grandma's a spider now.
Grandma.
Oh, Granny. Fuck. No! Oh,
You
God.
are a
Bringing
grandma.
Curtis in.
You're a spider grandma.
Well, so we start the episode actually with the three of them coming back in, definitely thinking that it's over, that the show is over, and they're in the top 3, and they're going to the finale. Candy Muse is on such a high. It is palpable. I can feel it through the TV screen. She is giggling, laughing, making jokes, cutting up. And I'm like, oh my God, you're going to have the worst day tomorrow. So I walk in the next day and Rue's like, it's a makeover challenge. And you see the life leaving her eyes. She is just, Candy's dead-eyed to the rest of this. And rightfully so.
Yeah.
You worked so hard. You made it into the top 3. You think you're going to the finale. And then they do a makeover episode, which is also not like a classic final episode. It's so strange. So strange. They bring in 3 lesbians.
They were fabulous. Really good at being lesbians.
So I believed it. So they get paired up by
Fuzzy pink box or whatever.
Exactly. So get it? Funny, pussy, vagina. Okay, we get it. I thought that Candy would have been a better fit for Jimbo's lesbian, because Jimbo's lesbian was very femmy and you could tell she wanted to be femmy and fantastic. Meanwhile, Candy gets butch lesbian, and you could tell it just would have been a better fit for Jimbo, because Jimbo wanted to do clown drag or whatever. Which, by the way, okay, I'm sorry. Have you seen all the stuff on Twitter about fat versus dyke and like who can say it, who can't? Yeah,
no, I gotta be honest. I'm spending my time on Threads more now.
It's you know what it is? Reflex.
To go to Twitter.
Yeah.
I still go because I still, I like seeing all the porn on there.
Yeah, of course.
And I like some people tag us and stuff, and I like seeing that. But I'm going to Threads more and more now.
I think ultimately that's a good idea. However, here's the issue, right? I follow people on Instagram for a specific reason, and I follow people on Twitter for a specific reason. But now we're on Threads, which is the new Twitter, but it only pulls my followers from Instagram. I don't want to see what they have to say. I want to see what they look like. That's what that is. That's what that's for. Whereas Twitter, I want you to say some funny shit. I don't expect you to be funny on Instagram. So I log on to Threads. What do I see? I see all the thoughts of the people I only want to see. I don't want to hear your thoughts. Anyway,
Well, you gotta curate it.
I know, but who has the time? Trigger warning, we will be saying the F word and the D word. So if that bothers you, go to the next. There's a chapter marker. You can go to that. Okay. On Twitter, this episode kind of started another conversation. And then, let's be honest, a faggot tweeted out something really stupid. And it's just kind of, who could say it, who can't? Let me start with this. This is obviously just my opinion, for me, para me. Gay people, we are not monoliths. Some people will be okay with it from a certain population. Some people won't. I think most importantly, you just have to be respectful of the people around you. If you have to ask yourself, can I say this? Is this appropriate? Then maybe that's not the person you want to say that word with.
I'm a recovering faggot. Or wait.
Oh yeah, what are you now?
Technically, okay.
Straight. Dirty.
I know. I don't feel good about it.
But you watch gay porn.
I see gay porn most.
Yeah.
There's something to be said for taking a look around and seeing where you are. It's called reading the room. It's called knowing your audience. And that rule can be applied to many different things. Don't meet someone new and go, "What's up, dyke faggot?" You know what I mean? Like,
unless that's their name.
Don't go to a baby shower and call an old grandma a cunt. You know what I mean?
I didn't call her a cunt. I called what she did cunty. Or no, I said it was cunt. But I meant the E part too. Speaking of that baby shower, listen, pro tip. If you're wearing eyelashes and you're out and you want to take them off, but you don't want to crush them, I use a soap dish, like a travel classic soap dish. I forgot to bring it, and so my eyelashes are all fucked up.
Oh no.
I just had to put them in my bag. Anyway, get yourself a soap dish. Ultimately, it is whatever you're most comfortable with. I know that certain people who watch our show don't like when we say faggot, but I know for me, para me, as a faggot, and as someone who was called a faggot so much growing up, I love it. I love that word.
I like saying
it's the hard G. It's so
I try
funny.
not to. I mean, I just said it like 3 times 10 seconds ago.
But it just depends on who it is.
Sorry.
It really depends on who it is.
Yeah. Speaking of being called names, one time I was
Ugly.
at my friend Joel's house. Hi, Joel. He's Kiwachi. We were sitting on the fence and someone drove by in a red Mustang and yelled, "Fudge Packer." And at first I just didn't hear it, but I also was like, how did you
know I love fudge?
How did you know that? And also, I wasn't doing anal yet. I didn't even know how to fudge pack.
Right.
Speaking of, did you see the trailer for Willy Wonka?
Yeah, tough. He's gooning over chocolate, which is very funny. What struck me was I saw a tweet, not a thread, I apologize. I saw a tweet and it was just a clip and someone said, he thinks he's doing this a lot bigger than he actually is. Which I relate to so hard. Because his base level is monotone. And so he thinks just kind of adding a little lift that he's doing a lot more with the words than he is. And I relate to that. I'm still going to see it.
Yeah.
I wish him the best.
Yeah.
Poor Timmy Shammy.
Jimbo had planned to reference their entrance look from season 1, which was the clown.
The clown.
Pretty iconic look in Jimbo's history. He got like one made.
A white one, yeah.
A white one made, so they could be like opposites clown spectrum. But his partner, Amanda Faye, didn't really want to do clown. And so Jimbo pivoted. And I thought Jimbo was very nice to do so. And did it very like classily.
I thought she handled it so well. I get the criticism that people said online of like, you can't go on this show where the contestants' ability to stay in the competition is based on your willingness to participate. I did kind of hope that she would look inside of herself and be like, yeah, this isn't about me. So yeah, whatever you want to do.
Well,
but on the flip side,
thing is, it looked like she was going to get choked if Jimbo had done that collar thing. Just looking at it, like the shoulders were way in front. I feel like she probably got a little claustrophobic. And then they might have like amped it up for production's sake about her not feeling comfortable.
But on the flip side of that, she is going on national television to become a drag queen. And I could see how perhaps she had something in her mind and the panic that sets in when you realize your expectations are not going to be met. And I really appreciated how Jimbo, let's be honest, like put himself aside and was like, whatever you're more comfortable with, which honestly wasn't in his best interest.
I had a brilliant
That's
idea.
really nice.
I had a brilliant idea.
What?
Let's make friends with all the drag queens that are going to be on the next season. And let's be their makeovers. And then we can be the new Nebraska.
Honestly, I already kind of think of myself as Nebraska. That being said, I thought Jimbo's partner, I'm sorry, her name?
Amanda Faye.
She was so funny. When Rue was doing the walkarounds, she asks her, and when was the last time you got all dolled up? And she goes, well, I thought that's what I was doing.
I thought that's what I was doing today, Rue.
So good.
Hilarious.
So good. But then as they're getting ready, something that just really, this is so minor, but it made me giggle when Jessica was putting powder on her partner's face under her eyes. Instead of looking up, as she powders, she's looking at the powder and she just is slowly doing this as Jessica's powdering her. She just keeps going. She just kept leaning back further and further. Point your eyes up. Point your eyes up. Just something that is so, I would think it would be a natural thing. The minute someone starts to mess with under your eye, wouldn't you But no. Instead, she was like, I'm just
if you never know, you don't know what you don't know.
If you never know, you never know. That's true.
Yeah.
I should make that into a song. So let's take it to the runway.
RuPaul in this gorgeous caftan flowy moment. She looks beautiful.
I had a reaction to that. I love the flow. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I thought it looked very cheap. I thought it looked easy. I thought it was kind of a basic first time in drag kind of look. I did not think it was a good look. However, I would wear it so fast. I loved everything about it.
Agreed.
Not good, but I loved it.
I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was really good. Who was the guest?
Zooey Deschanel.
Adorable Zari!
That's my Zooey Deschanel.
Oh, was she in an accident? Can you believe that she's fucking a property brother? That is so bizarre to me. They are some of the weirdest looking twins in the world. Truly bizarre.
I agree.
Don't you do it.
There are some pretty funny looking twins out there.
My brother and I are normal. We are 6 out of 10.
Yeah, one of you is a preacher.
And the other one's a drag queen. We're clearly solid 6 out of 10.
You're very attractive. I'm
Thank
just
you.
kidding.
Thank you.
Zoe Deschanel, I think she's funny. One time at Spin.
Oh, I got chills. Ew, what was that?
What?
I don't know. You started your story and I physically
One time
reacted.
remember Spin?
Yeah,
Oh, because I talked about Spin. There's a show called Dragzilla hosted by Dina Ritz.
Who was this week on Very Delta?
Oh, I know.
Go watch
it. So one time I don't know if it was for that or whatever it was for, but we had to do like a Snatch Game performance. And didn't Zoe Deschanel do a commercial for like AT&T or something?
Probably.
With a ukulele?
Probably.
I think I rewrote the words and I wore a red dress and dark hair with a bang, flat.
That's all you need.
And I lip synced to the theme song to New Girl. And it's not
Who's that
anymore.
girl?
It's
Who's that girl? It's Jess. When that show first started, I gotta be honest,
fun.
I was excited.
It's fun.
And then I feel like straight people have used it like straight people in the past have used Friends. The amount of references to like, oh my god, my boyfriend's just like Nick. No, he's not. He's just a white guy.
First up is Jessica Wilde and Kitty Wilde. They are Pointer Sisters.
Because they're doing this?
They got points on their shoulders.
Oh, that's true.
They look like Sauron. Mount Eye of Sauron.
Listen, I haven't been exactly secret about my reaction to Jessica's runways. They're just not for me. It was fine. What'd you think?
Yeah. I didn't love it.
No.
But Kitty Wilde looks so pretty and she looks like she's having so much fun, and so that's a huge part of it.
Exactly.
Jimbo and Sissy Delicious. Sissy girl. I think that she looks great.
Yeah.
I think they look beautiful and
Yeah.
cool. They definitely look like they're in the same family.
Yeah.
I wish it was the clown.
Me too.
Shame, but she looks great and she feels great, which is the point.
I did think the paint and the hair was spot on. That
Yeah.
looked just like Jimbo. I love that
Yeah.
her name was Sissy Delicious or whatever.
It had
because
nothing to do with Jimbo.
That's so funny.
And her real name is Amanda Faye. Like, incredible.
Incredible drag name. I did have a thought that, like, well, maybe she'll watch the episode, realize the missed opportunity. And wouldn't it be fun if
They
she
did a
and Jimbo did a
photo
photo shoot
shoot.
and what she could have worn? Because truly, she missed out on what could have been a really iconic moment. This is so
I wonder
forgettable.
what it's like to feel like Jimbo in that whole geesh.
Oh, God. Terrifying.
Probably, yeah. Probably really tight and like sweaty. I will say, you know these dresses, we've all had these dresses.
Yeah.
You know what they remind me of? Remember in Mary Poppins original when they go into cartoon world and they got all those buskers with all the buttons on?
Yeah.
That makes me think
Yeah.
of these.
It's just a bummer because we know, and she didn't know, and it's not on her, but we know what an iconic moment it could have been.
Yeah. Candy Muse and Cookie Muse.
As Trixie
literally
Martell, I loved it.
incredible. Like, stop it.
So good.
cute. As the season, 8? Remember when season 8 Drag Race did that promo? It was a
No.
cat because it was Naomi Smalls.
Yes,
So
and Kim,
fucking cute. And Kim and Bob.
I loved
So cute.
And Derek.
I loved it. I thought this was so
It was-
adorable. They looked like sisters.
I adored it. I will say this is so small and it does not matter. Nothing matters. I wish the hair had matched. I hate how the hair were two different styles when the dresses were opposite day. I wish the hair were the same but opposite day. But that's so small. I did really enjoy watching the Butch
Cookie Muse.
lesbian.
She looked so good. She looked like she was having so much fun.
But I loved watching her walk in heels because it looked so uncomfortable. It was so funny. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. She was trying her best and she had that smile on, but Jesus Christ, it looked like she was walking on stilts. I loved it. But ultimately, when they do the lip sync, Candy and Cookie had choreography.
Yes, honey.
Not only did they look incredible, but
They got it together.
leaps and bounds beyond the other two.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It was so good.
That would be so scary if you don't regularly walk in heels, not only to walk, but then to dance. That could be dangerous.
Yeah.
You could hurt your ankle.
Now, unlike the telethon that we did a few weeks ago, drag is in fact dangerous.
Absolutely. I'm glad someone said it.
I mean, for the heels alone. Anyway, so we get a clear winner, and the winner is Candy and Cookie
Muse. Forcibly putting Jimbo Jessica in the
Do you want
bottom.
to take a moment and cough up?
Yeah,
your
I don't
lung?
know what's going on. It was my Zoe Deschanel
Fucked
impression.
you up.
I got a Zoe Deschanel.
Listen,
I got
be
a
careful.
property mother in my throat.
They don't tell you ahead of time how dangerous it is to be Zoe. Listen, drag's dangerous, and so is Zoe Deschanel impressions.
She's so dangerous.
So Candy, she gets changed, she gets ready, she's ready to lip sync. We find out the lip sync assassin is none other. Ooh, did you hear I said that? None other.
You got my Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah,
bubble
I
in
think I
your
was going to
throat.
Canada. Then Canada's Drag Race Season 1 winner, Priyanka.
Priyanka, what's her name?
Priyanka. Now, did you see today it was announced that she
Yes!
is taking over? She and Sasha Velour
And Jada Essence fucking Hall
are taking over Season 4 of We're Here.
That's so exciting.
It is so exciting.
I'm watching Jada Hall. I'm supporting Jada Essence Hall.
Oh, same.
I am
thrilled.
hardcore supporting Jada Essence Hall. And Priyanka is such good TV, and it'll be really fun to see Sasha back in the oeuvre.
Burwald tweeted out, Sasha's just going to make him do a book report. I completely agree. It's so good. I will support Jada Essence Hall doing anything. So
Yeah.
I'm thrilled for her. I did see Bob put out a supportive tweet of like, I'm happy to hand it over to these ladies. Can you believe we've made it 4 seasons?
Oh, yeah.
I think, because I was talking to Curtis about this, I think ultimately they're wanting to carry on the show, make it more of like, We're Here is like a drag race where the show will continue on and they'll feature different artists.
I think
Maybe this is kind of the beginning of that.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is really interesting. And that would make me want to tune in to further seasons. You know,
Yeah.
if to just see who's going to do something weird with the Backwoods Barbie this time. They do a lip sync to Jumpin' Jumpin', right? It was Destiny's Child something. Loved it. Super fun.
Super fun. Priyanka is incredible at
She
lip
really
syncing.
is.
Candy's great. Priyanka wins.
I love that you can see Candy's lisp when she's lip syncing. I think it's so charming. It causes me to heart emoji.
You got a hard on.
That's what it is. Boner. Apologies.
Yeah. Priyanka pulls out one lipstick, but it's not one, it's 2 lipsticks. Because of course the girls voted for each other. And twist,
It goes back to Candy.
it goes back to Candy. So
Sorry,
even
I
though
didn't
Candy lost, the money went to the Fame Games. Now the Fame Games is $60,000. Isn't that fun?
That's a lot of money.
So even though Candy lost, Candy pulls out the lipstick, and we all get to see, is she going to honor her alliance with Jimbo, or is she going to send her packing? Jessica Wilde.
I was just waiting to hear how you were getting there, but you got there. Yes, so Jessica Wilde is going to the
which
Fame
is sad.
Games.
I mean, it was so cool how she was from season 2.
But okay, thank you. That is what I want to talk about. That is kind of the attitude I feel about people's love of Jessica's performance in All Stars. Well, isn't it cool that she's from season 2? Like, I feel a lot is just her legacy has
I
kind
do
of
think she's
pushed
really
her
fucking
forward.
funny. I do think she's really fucking funny.
I agree. But is she doing anything new, innovative, or different on the runway in particular that would make me think that she's an all-star superstar, the number one?
Who can
Not
say?
necessarily. Well, I
Probably
can,
is.
and I'm going to say that.
No.
But I'm happy she was there. I do think Candy really... She needed to stick with her alliance because she just fucked over Alexis.
I also do think Candy would be the type to be like, I want to be competing against the best, and I do believe that I could beat Jimbo. I do think she thinks like that because she's so confident in herself, and she should be. She's amazing, but that's part of her. Why she's so good is because she's so confident.
Candy, she's done great. I love Candy, and I'm thrilled for her. But I will say, like, her being top 2 in her season after everyone else got bumped off in the lip sync, and now for her to be top 2 here, she's never been the front runner that makes it to the top 2. Do you know what I mean? None of us actually think she's gonna win, right?
I think
just like the first time.
I think
right?
Jimbo has proved, especially this season, that she's incredibly good at Drag Race the show.
Yes.
The game. I think Candy has always proved that she is incredibly powerful as Candy the drag superstar.
Yeah.
So, I do think Jimbo is probably going to beat the game, but Candy is proving that she is the superstar that she is. So, I did think Candy was going to be in the top.
The top 2?
Yeah.
When you started this episode,
When
and
I
you
started
knew there would
this
be a top
episode,
2.
well, I had seen it on Threads that
But, okay, let me take you back 5 days before that. When the last episode ended and you knew there was a top 3 and there could be a top 2, did you honestly think that Candy would make it or should be above Jessica Wilde?
Honestly, yeah. But also, what are we doing with the top 2? What are we doing with the top 2?
Oh, it's dumb. It's dumb.
And we're doing more next week. Next week is
next week's
bringing
Games.
Everyone back and doing a talent show. Is next week the finale?
No.
Oh my God, how long is this?
So they're doing Fame Games next week where they all get to do a talent show, which I'm excited about. I gotta be honest. It's fun.
Yeah.
Talent shows are fun. And then the next week will be the finale with these top 2.
God, this is so
long.
Fun.
It's weird. I think we said last
strange.
week it was kind of fun to like not know, sort of. But I think I was kidding myself. I think it looks poorly planned. I think it all looks like an accident.
You know what I think the gag? First of all, I think Darian Lake and Mrs. Kasha Davis have been killing in the Fame Games from what I've seen. Wouldn't it be such a gag if Alexis Michelle won the Fame Games from her 2 looks that she'll have shown?
Oh, God. Alexis Michelle, listen.
The looks have been so good.
Oh, no, they're so good. But I was so relieved not to have her on this episode. I'm exhausted. I love her as a drag queen. Alexis Michelle is drag excellence. I do believe that. I think she's one of the best drag queens from the show. I adore her.
Yeah.
I am tired. She wore me out. Yeah. I was over it.
Yeah.
Over it. Even as I'm watching the episode, it ends and it shows a preview from next week or whatever, and I just saw a split second of her, and I was like, immediately, like, oh my God. Next week's gonna be tough. It's going to be tough, but I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see everybody return.
And we will be here. So if you liked this, please join us by subscribing and hitting the bell notification. And
keep going. Patreon.
And you could join us on Patreon. We have so much fun over there. Patreon.com/IMHOtheSHOW. I'm very excited about my hit series, Alexis in the City. Everyone is talking about it. It is trending on Threads. Or it is spooling on Threads. What are we calling it?
I don't know. We're also both on Cameo, so if you'd like a message from us to a loved one or a hated one, hit us up there.
No. Actually, scratch that. Get a Cameo. Go to IMHOtheSHOW.com. You can get one from both of us. It's like your own personal episode, and I have to say, I know I'm biased, but that's where we do our best work.
It's because we do it after we film these, and we're hot. We're hot. We're ready.
We're
literally
so
hot. These lights are very, very bright.
Yeah, we do flame.
Also, all of our merch is at dragqueenmerch.com.
Yes, cunt honey baby.
Cunt honey baby. So make sure you're the cuntiest, huntiest baby in the world this summer.
And
what? I
don't know
what that was.
And do us all a favor. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am a faggot. Or the other one if you want.
Solid. No notes.
I need your opinion on Barbie and the looks that she has been pulling out.
Oh, it's perfect.
And all of it. Did you see Chicken Shop Girl on the red carpet?
No.
Those clips are coming out today.
I love her.
I love her too.
I have scrolled past a few of the Barbie stuff because it's so much overload of excitement that I'm like, I'm having FOMO, but I don't want to be involved in any of it. But I'm still. What's that?
I can't stop listening to.
Because I look like a Barbie.
You do. I can't stop listening to Dua Lipa's Barbie song, and I
it was fine. You and Kevin.
It's so good to walk to.
Oh.
It's so good to strut, because the beat is just like, and the lyrics, they're so simple they almost don't make sense. I listen to it on repeat. It's probably going to be my top listened to song of 2023.
I was telling Kevin this the other day.
Kevin, who is Kevin?
Your friend Kevin.
My friend Kevin?
He was saying the same thing, that he loved Dua Lipa, that Barbie song,
call him
and how he gets very into. Shut the fuck up! And how he gets very into like listening to the same song over and over. And I said, I have the same issue. I love listening to the same song over and over. I love repetition. Okay, I used to use, I'm sorry to say this, Amazon Music. I know I know. And I paid for it.
You remember Pandora?
I paid for it.
Remember Pandora?
Oh, the drag queen? I know, I loved her.
No.
So Curtis would use Spotify like a human, and he would get his end of the year review that he could share on social media, and he'd share it to all 10 of his followers. And I was so jealous because I didn't have an end of the year review. So I said, you know what? For Christmas this year, I want a Spotify membership, and I'm going to cancel Amazon. And I did, which is great. Here's the problem. I'm very, I get
tunnel vision, one track mind.
Absolutely. With music, especially.
You pick an artist and you get obsessed.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
Or even just one song and I get obsessed. And
I'm doing that right now with Barbie Dua Lipa.
Well, mine hit me, unfortunately, in kind of the beginning of November of that year. I remembered, I don't know what the catalyst was, I don't remember, but I remembered that Linda Eder, who was in the original cast of Jekyll and Hyde because she was fucking the composer. I'm sorry, they were together. Why did I make it so dirty? Anyway, the show's dirty.
Well,
she made a name for herself with that. Anyway, I remember that she did a cover of Man
Jekyll's
of La Mancha from Don Quixote. Like, I remember that existed.
Yes.
And it became my lifeblood.
Yes.
So we get to this is in November. The whole year, I've been listening to other things. We get to the end of the year. Everything at the top of my end of the year list was like, God damn, you love Linda Eder. I couldn't. It was like, you love Man of La Mancha.
See,
you love Linda Eder. And I was like, no, I mean, I do, but no, I'm just obsessed with that song.
I have the same issue where I don't really want to share my end of the year wrap up because a lot of it was like sleeping sounds or like campfire on the beach or like, I think this year it will be actually music because I'm finally solidly listening to Spotify.
I mean, mine this year will be Blackpink without a doubt.
Oh my God. Yeah,
I was so bummed that my whole lists were fucked. Spotify really thinks I love Linda Eder. And listen, I don't hate her, and I appreciate her talent.
Yeah.
But do I love Linda Eder? Did I ever tell you all the story about when I went to this thing in Chicago called Dance for Life, and their special guests were Wanda Sykes and Linda Eder. And Wanda Sykes, instead of just doing kind of a short set, she ended up doing like a full show. So by the time she was finished, everyone thought the night was over, and they just left, and like half the audience left. And then Linda Eder comes on stage, and she performs to like half the audience. Maybe even more than half left. And it's, bless her heart, it's Linda Eder, dressed like it's 1997. She don't give a fuck. And she's singing. And at one point, she's like, I'm really bad at banter. I'm really bad at the between the songs stuff. But I know that people at concerts like that. So let me tell you a story. And she told this long, really tough story to listen to about her going to check her mail at her mailbox. There's no point to it. There was no reason for it. And eventually, Linda Eder, bless her, realizes that we're done. And she goes, you know, I don't know where I was going with that. And that really wasn't good. So, no joke. She's like, so let's do the next song. She didn't say a word the rest of the night. She just kept singing. Which, Linda Eder, know your strengths.
Honestly.
Be Linda Eder. Be the Linda Eder you want to see in the world.
Be Linda Eder.
Be the Linda Eder you want to see in the world.
When I was early on in my bingo career, I would have moments like that. Like, these people are not laughing at me. They do not care that I'm here. They're mad at me. There was a fireplace right behind me in the beginning. I was doing it in front of a fireplace that they would turn on. And I was so hot.
Oh, that's hell.
And I would just eventually be like, B12. And it'll do.
You said it like that? Well, no wonder they were mad at you. Okay, we love you. Bye.